Welcome to episode 4 of our Founders Friday. I am Dr. Lucretia Sewell, board certified women's health nurse practitioner, CEO, and co founder of Melanated Healthcare for those who are tuning in for the first time. And
Yep, Shermaya Holland, co-founder and CTO of Melanated Healthcare.
thank you. Just reminding the folks who we are. Again, thank you for tuning in. This is our 4th episode. So if you have not had the opportunity to tune in before, please feel free to go back and view our previous episodes, which we have on our Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. We also have the episodes on LinkedIn and our YouTube channel. So go ahead, hit the follow button, follow us, and get into it. Yes, we are really excited to bring on our topics for this week's episode, which is more so focused about just general business information for those who are interested in entrepreneurship and just crazy enough to even explore the opportunity. Because listen, you got to be a little crazy to be an entrepreneur when you're building something from scratch. So, and Miss Shemaya is just shaking her head because this is real.
It's real.
But I mean, it is truly a rewarding and exciting journey to really see the progress, really take on the journey and the people that come along the journey with you and see it through. So again, we'll start by just starting with the first thing, like how to form a business and what items are needed. So I guess I can just start since I'm still talking, but the first thing I would recommend doing is going to sba.gov. That is a resource with everything pretty much that any business owner would possibly need. They have a specific, and forgive me, it's been a little while since I've been on there, but I believe there are 10 steps that they provide with just literally step by step how to form your business. So the first thing I would say, depending on, you need to know your market. So if you have an idea and you are passionate about it, start by analyzing your market and seeing what's already out there. Seeing what the need is as far as your product or service that you'll be providing in your market.
Yeah.
I would totally suggest a business plan. I mean, you got to have your business plan. Actually, SBA does provide a service that helps you to write your business plan, and that is also something that is so needed. It helps you. It's like your guide, your map, your like your GPS, how to navigate, all of that stuff as far as with your outline for your business. Mr. Maya, did you want to add anything?
Yeah. So I would say definitely, I like what you said about knowing your market and understanding your product, but then your customer base as well.
Oh yeah.
But another one I would say is look up what you want as far as an LLC, a C corp, a S corp. Be familiar with what those terms are, because what I found as an entrepreneur and even talking to other entrepreneurs, a lot of times they don't know what those
Mm-hmm.
3 or 4 things are and what they stand for and what you can go into. So you can do an LLC, you can do a C corp, you can do an S corp. So get an idea of what that means and what that means for you and your business. If you have a partnership, yeah. So make sure you do a deep dive into those different options before moving into filling that paperwork out to formalize your business.
That is so important.
So that's one thing.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
super important.
That structure means
Um, Yeah, yeah. But definitely knowing your market and where you want to start. Understanding if you want to do a brick and mortar, so there's definitely costs with having something that's more in person versus in the virtual atmosphere. But if you're doing virtual, then know how to navigate and be able to market to a virtual audience. So I think there's a lot of things to take into consideration when forming a business.
Absolutely. And then, like you said, as far as with the structure, what that looks like as far as your liability, your taxes, all those things matter. And then, if you're startup investors, they prefer a Delaware C Corp. It is known if they are going to invest in you, that is their preferred structure. So, like you said, really depends on the type of business. If you need permits, if you need license for your state. Sure, Mike. Yes, you know. So
Right.
really, really making sure that prior to taking a dive in, that you have all your ducks in a row, and even just setting up your EIN. Like you need your federal, you need your state. What that looks like. You need a business account.
Yeah.
So again, SBA.gov, I would say, is
Yes.
definitely the starting point.
Yes. And
Then,
I'm glad that business account. Oh my goodness. Please do not have a business and take money from your personal account.
I'm sorry to laugh, but no, sincerely, like you want to make sure that everything that you are doing related to the business can be associated with the business, track with the business. You don't want to be commingling personal with your business affairs.
Yeah.
So yes,
So
very
two good
important.
two good people to have on speed dial, your accountant and your
Oh my,
lawyer.
yes, yes. And if you have a bunker, but absolutely, absolutely. All right. Did you want to dwell on anything else on that topic, Shariah? I will
Um,
say also, I did throw out SBA.gov a few times, but specifically if you are in Kentucky, onestop.ky.gov, that site is very much so the site that you'll want to go to ensure that all the things that on the state side are, well, stateside. Sorry, I'm not out of the country. All the things that are related to Kentucky business affairs are intact and in order. So, and again, that is a source where you can easily just lays it out step by step how to ensure that you form your business correctly in the state of Kentucky. And I specify Kentucky because that is where our headquarters are located.
yep.
All right. So next up, how to hire employees. Shermaya, take
Oh,
it take it away, sis.
yeah, I think it's so employees and people are just about the soul of business in general. And so in my opinion, hiring someone is a very delicate part of the process in operating a business. So it's important to look for people that understand the values of your business. So if you have core values that you are upholding within your organization, then it's important that the employees understand that and they live by those core values. Um, I think that can't be said. That can't be said enough. The culture is also created by the people. So you want to make sure that you got people with good character as you're interviewing and doing that interview process. And the questions that you ask, make sure they're aligning with those core values and they're going to match the culture and sort of the vibe of what you're getting at with your organization. So I will start there when hiring.
Yes, most definitely. Like you said, the people are the soul of your business, and especially in the startup world, like your team is critical. Everybody is pretty much all hands on deck. Like you need people that that
Versatile.
yes, that are
Yeah.
versatile, flexible, willing to just really be passionate and motivated to solve the problem that your business is solving. Especially since funding is certainly something that is not always in abundance when you are a startup. So again, making sure, like you said, Shemaya, that the people that are on your team that you hire align with the mission, align with the vision, and understand and are truly passionate and driven about that. Um, so those are the main things. And then as far as having an HR individual, I highly recommend that, or at least someone that can do admin, whether you need a background check, depending on your type of company, you may need to do a further screening. Just depends on the type of company that you have. Making sure that compliance is there so that people are legit in regards to their certifications, their degrees, their skill set. So all those things are important, and having the ability to have the team to help you as you expand and scale and grow to bring on more people. I think your sphere of influence is probably the best way to start when it comes to hiring, because you know those people, and oftentimes they support you with having your sphere. So that would be my recommendation if you are a startup, where to begin with your hiring process.
Yeah. And get to know what you want. That's another thing. It's like when you're looking to hire, definitely be specific about what you may need for the team. So if you're needing a set of values or skill set, make sure you articulate that set of skill set that's needed. I would say be transparent as well in interviews also. So if you, especially with startups, like you said, wearing multiple hats in a startup is just,
It's a
it's
lot.
yeah, it's just one of those skill sets. Knowing that you're not going to have a day to day, this is what I do, because your day can pivot. There's multiple things that you might have to do that's not in your job description. So I think even having a startup, just being very much so transparent. So you kind of need somebody to be in the, I would say, in the trenches with you when you're doing a startup.
For sure.
So yeah,
Literally.
so you need those people that are willing to lend a helping hand in really every avenue. But I would say just be transparent about what you need, and in those interview processes, just be open and honest about the workload and what's
Most
going to
definitely.
be part of them. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, how to measure success of a business? So, typically, we go by core measurements or metrics or KPIs,
That's
um, which are key performance indicators. Specifically for our business, we do our KPIs based on several things, not just one, which I don't know one single business that just has one metric.
right.
But for us being digital health, ours is more based on the medical practice side and also technology side. Shermaya, did you want to elaborate a little bit more on those things?
Yeah, so KPIs can be, from a tech perspective, it could be, how many people are downloading the application, how many clicks you're getting in certain areas. So any of those key performance indicators that would either drive to say, hey, we need a different level of service here to kind of drive some numbers in that area. But I would say now for technology on our end is, are we getting the traction? Are we getting the downloads? Are people engaged with what we're doing? How many telehealth visits are we actually completing? And does that fit our mission and our vision for the company? So your KPIs will really have to align with what your mission is, and is those metrics aligning with us and what our vision is for melanated healthcare to bridge that gap in disparities as it relates to healthcare. So that's our metric to ensure that we are targeting the population that we are looking to service, and
Hmm.
how many individuals are within that population.
Most definitely. And then also some other KPIs that some businesses may consider are like signed LOIs, retention rates. We also do that. Active users, the cost, customer acquisition cost.
Yeah.
What else is out there? There are just so many metrics, guys, that you could certainly consider to track and get data for to check your progress and to make sure that your business is being that you are meeting to make sure that you are meeting those goals and hitting those metrics that you set out to do. So that's pretty much what we do on a day to day and week to week. We come together, we say, hey, this is where we are. These are our numbers. These are the signups. These are the providers, and really make sure that we are communicating that we are on track with our measures for success for the business. So yeah.
Yep. All right. So I guess I'll take this one. So the overview of our updates in iOS and Android. So later I will be more than likely hopefully posting a snippet of our updates. But we are moving from a software development standpoint. So now in iOS and Android, we do have our ability to service telehealth. So you're able to go in, you toggle on the telehealth toggle there, and it will show the providers that are providing telehealth services. From there, you can select their accounts, and it will bring up their appointments and what they have available, and you're actually able to schedule an appointment. So if you want to see Dr. Sewell, she is available via iOS and Android, also web. Now we're moving into the mobile platform, so we're really excited about that.
Yeah, super excited about those developments. And we have found, based on the data that we've collected, that the mobile application is the most accessed. So we knew it was imperative for us to get that in alignment with the web capabilities. So, yes, schedule your telehealth visits. There is a telehealth tab that you can click on to select the provider of choice. So that way you can get your virtual visits in, and we can get you taken care of through Melanated Healthcare. Another exciting update in regards to where we are in progress, we are almost done with credentialing in Indiana. So if you are
Good.
located in Indiana and you have insurance, or not, I mean,
Okay.
hey, we don't turn
Yeah.
away. But but regardless, if you reside in Indiana, we would be able to accept your insurance and would be glad to see you very, very soon. So we'll keep you updated and posted on that progress across the water from us. So yeah, really excited about those things and more
Yeah.
tech updates in the works. For sure. But we don't want to give it all out on this episode, but just make sure that you check in with the app regularly for those updates because we are, like Shemaya said, moving forward and really, really ready to take off. So, yeah,
Yeah. We're making strides in culturally competent care for sure.
most, def- most definitely. All right. Our call to action. Again, make sure that you have the app downloaded. Make sure that you share the app with other people who may be looking for a provider, not necessarily just telehealth, because we still have our directory. We do want to remind you of that. We are a two-sided platform. So we have our directory of BIPOC health professionals and culturally competent health professionals. And we also have our telehealth providers that are credentialed with our medical practice. So if you are seeking a provider, please, please, please make sure that you reference our app. And then also, if you know a provider or if you are a provider, let them know about our app and make sure that you sign up because people are actually looking for you. There are very few, far in between, BIPOC and culturally sensitive health professionals. So we want to make sure that those that are available can actually access our platform and create a profile so that patients can easily find them, or customers, shall we say. And make sure that you follow us on Instagram, Facebook, X. I still say Twitter, guys. I cannot stop
I
saying
know,
Twitter.
right? Twitter.
On X, Threads, LinkedIn, and YouTube. We are under Melanated Healthcare on all of those platforms. So if you type in our company name, we should pop up and you'll be able to connect with us. Another thing that we would like are you all, well, from you all, would be for you all to provide us with different topics, different things that you all would like for us to discuss in some of our upcoming episodes. If you are interested in joining us on one of our episodes, we would love to have you. Please DM us our gosh, yeah, I cannot talk today. Sorry, guys. Please DM us on any of the platforms, and we would love to have you as a guest on one of these episodes to share your knowledge, to promote your business, or whatever it may be, if it aligns with something business related or something related to cultural awareness, policy, whatever that may be. Again, just shoot us a message in the DMs, and we would love to share this platform with you. Ms. Ramaya, did you have any closing remarks?
No, I would just say engage. Definitely engage with us. Let us know your thoughts, what you want to see. We are open to just all of your feedback and to hearing from you. And again, any topics, anything that you guys want to hear about, we would love to hear those. So I think you covered everything.
Awesome. Well, thank you. Thank you guys again for tuning in for this episode 4, which we covered just general business structures, formulation, et cetera, and all things melanated healthcare. So thank you all for your support. And we look forward to our next episode. Bye.
Thank you.